is coming for all of it. Every sermon and every motive. I used to count every Sunday I counted. Heads in the pews, new faces at the gate, numbers climbing like a testimony of favor. I called it growth. I called it blessing. I called it the hand of God on my ministry. But I never asked what I was building with. There's a passage I had preached 100 times without letting it preach to me. Paul writes that we are all builders, laying our work upon the one foundation that already exists, which is Christ Himself. And then he says something that used to unsettle me only in theory. That some build with gold, silver, and precious stones, and others with wood, hay, and stubble. And a day is coming when fire will test what kind of work each of us has done. Gold does not fear fire. Hay does not survive it. And I built with hay. I built with the applause of a full auditorium. I built with sermons softened so no one would live uncomfortable. I built with silence, the silence I kept when someone needed correcting and I feared losing them instead. I built by borrowing the shape of ministries I admired, chasing a model that wasn't mine to chase, measuring my obedience by another man's numbers. It is a hard thing to admit that a growing crowd and a growing church are not the same thing. Somewhere in that discomfort, I understood what building with gold would actually cost me. It would cost me the members who came only to be entertained, not equipped. It would cost me the comfort of being liked by everyone in the room. It would mean I stop counting how many are sitting in the building and start asking how many are being formed into the image of Christ. It would mean shepherding the flock God actually gave me, not the one I wished I had. It would mean preaching what is true, even when it reduces the crowd, because sound doctrine was never meant to be popular. I think of Jesus Himself. The day His teaching grew too hard for the crowd to swallow, He did not soften it. He did not chase after the ones who turned back. He simply watched them go and then turned to the 12 who remained and asked if they too would leave. He was never building for the crowd. He was building for the ones willing to stay for the truth. Building with gold is slower, it's lonelier, but fire is coming for all of it. Every sermon, every decision, every motive behind the ministry we built. And on that day, it will not ask how many attended. It will ask what remains. So I have stopped building for applause. I am building for the fire.